Welcome back to the Violence of America Reloaded. We be talking about what's beef. Um, Go ahead, John.
On this episode, we're gonna talk about all types of beef. You know, hip hop beef, street beef. You know what I'm saying? Just basically all types of beef.
Okay. It's gonna be dope. So, first question would be, where did beef start from?
Um, I really think there's really no origin for beef. You know what I mean? Beef is basically conflict. You know what I'm saying? I'm from an era where we used to box it out. You know what I mean? Now we're in an era where 2020, where a lot of these young guys like to you know name drop and result to violence and all that. You know what I mean? So hip hop has a threshold on the beef that's going on now, and yeah, I mean it really doesn't have an origin. Beef is beef. You know what I'm saying? And it gets handled in all shape, forms, and fashion.
Okay. Should there be a different way to handle beef than gun violence?
Absolutely. Like I said, in my era, there always was, you can box it out. You know what I mean? And then, you win, you lose, you lose. But like I said, nowadays, first thing people do is, even if you do box it out nowadays, which is rarely, you know what I mean? First thing the person who loses or feel like they lost, they ready to go pick up a gun and think that, that's the best way to settle the beef. You know what I mean? And 9 times out of 10, a lot of people, get killed, go to jail, or, we can have a ongoing war where we have retaliation for retaliation. You know what I mean? And it can just keep going on and on and on till, ain't nobody left. You know what I mean? So I definitely think, like, even, you can probably just talk it out. You know what I mean? I know me, when I was younger, everybody used to try to protect their reputation and everything. So, if somebody says something crazy to you, first thing you do, oh, you disrespecting me, you want to protect your reputation. But now as you get older, you start to think about things like, is it really worth it? You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you can just, you got a difference with somebody, you can just sit there and talk it out, and, sometimes you get better results like that.
Sorry. We're gonna go to the next question. This is a good one. I know you're gonna like this one.
Okay.
Does drugs and alcohol play a factor in escalating in beef? And I know it does. It does, especially in a club or whatever.
Yeah, I think it kind of takes it to a different magnitude sometimes. Sometimes when people is kind of loaded a little bit.
Or overloaded.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So they can actually, sometimes it can bring it to another magnitude. You know what I'm saying? Especially alcohol is involved, and it makes you kind of do things, or even like,
drugs.
The drug of choice now is prescribed medication, and a lot of times, especially in this era, a lot of these younger brothers that's out here today, they be so drugged out their minds. Sometimes they don't know what they're doing when you're dealing with Xannies and Perks and Roxys and lean and all that. You know what I mean? That kind of, takes your mind to another destination.
Right. Do you think they still have like ecstasy out here?
I think they do, but
It's like
ecstasy was more of a peacemaker.
Yeah, but back in the day when we was growing up, it kind of still had people out there killing each other as well. It's true.
Yeah,
right?
I mean,
Okay.
I think any
Drug.
any drug can
Oh, okay.
take your mind on a trip and kind of like make you do things you really don't want to. And then once you've done it, you think about it later on and be like, I shouldn't have done it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So I think that definitely plays a part in escalating certain situations.
Oh, okay. Okay. So, I'm gonna go to the next question. Does jealousy cause many people to beef? Wow.
Definitely. You know what I mean? Beef can be a situation where, you know, money, we all know people get jealous of people who have and they don't have. The first thing people want to do is, they kind of want to take from that person. You know what I mean? It could even be a female. Females cause a lot of beef. You know what I mean? Because, you know, people mess with somebody's wife or husband, a situation like that, and then, that can definitely cause conflict too. You know what I'm saying? That's why, beef comes in all shapes and forms and fashion. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I definitely think that's correct.
Okay, okay. We're gonna go to the next one. And actually you just kind of clarify about unfaithful relationship. So we're gonna go into number 5, which you just kind of said talked about that. But it can an unfaithful relationship cause beef on another level? On any level, excuse me. Let's say any level, not another level. Well, that too.
Yes.
Yeah, both.
Yeah, definitely. A lot of times they say, when I was growing up, they always told me, one thing that causes a lot of conflict is money and women.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And sometimes, you mess with somebody, woman, I mean, what you expect the outcome to be? You know what I'm saying? Or you mess with their money, what do you expect the outcome to be? You know what I mean? So sometimes when you dangle with the wrong people, you know what I'm saying? You really can't walk around here like you can't be touched, because I think anybody can be touched at any given time. You can't just think you're the realest person in the world, because it's other real people out here, or it's people might be realer than what you are. Well, I'm not even gonna say realer, I'm gonna say has a more of a gangster persona than you. You know what I'm saying? So if you try to carry a gangster persona, it might be somebody a little bit more gangster than what you think you are. You know what I'm saying? And you will get tested. So, you indulge, you indulge in the wrong thing, and you might mess with somebody, female, or mess with their money, and they might not take that lightly. They might go above and beyond to try to deal with the situation. You know what I'm saying? So you definitely gotta watch what and who you fucking with, basically.
Yeah, well, yeah, and that goes. You were saying that goes for females as well, right?
Absolutely.
Like if a female was on the streets and whatever the case may be, and she's out there, and it goes for the male as well.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah. Females who mess with other males, or
Mm-hmm.
a situation
So it go
like
both
that.
ways. It's
Absolutely.
not the male.
Even a female that messes with somebody else's money.
Yeah,
you know
absolutely.
what I'm saying?
Because things happen like that.
Money is the root of evil. So it doesn't matter if you male or female. You know what I'm saying? The consequences are the same. So it doesn't even matter.
That's true. We're gonna go on to the next question. Oh, this is a good one too. I know you don't like this one because you know you into this. Does gangster rap influence people to beef at a higher level?
I think it does play a factor. You know what I'm saying? Gangster rap. Especially with the kids. You know what I'm saying? The kids grow up and they listen to certain rappers, and they get influenced by their persona and what the rappers talk about, and they actually want to go out there and live that life. You know what I mean? So sometimes if you got rappers that talk about hustling, and your kid really looks up to this rapper, well, your kid might grow up and be a hustler, or get. I'm not saying that he will, but he can get influenced by that. You know, if you listen to murder music, and you know, because a lot of times some people do, when it's time to really put that work in, they get in the car and they pump some music that's gonna really motivate them and hype them up to really do what they're gonna do. They're gonna put on something that's gonna make them, you know, hype them up. So I definitely think that plays a big part in that.
So when you say about the kids, you know, you got some good kids that listen to bad rap. You
Absolutely.
got some kids that listen to bad rap that actually want to go out there and be that rapper.
Absolutely.
Because they want to make that money. They want to flash money. They want to have them shoes or them clothing that person, glasses, whatever, the earrings, whatever the case may be.
Right.
So you do have a different of kids that grows up that listen to the rap, but some kids take it as, hey, I'm gonna go out there. This is what I'm gonna do.
Absolutely.
And then you got some kids that be like, oh, I like the rap. Yeah, boom, 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 boom.
Right.
So what do you say? What could you say to the kids that may not have what other kids have, or may see things that they want? Can you tell them how patient they can be in life? That it doesn't have to be the street violence or the street. You get what I'm trying?
I get what you're trying to say. Okay. I mean, like, you gotta take it for. I mean, I was one of the kids that got influenced by you know, I became a product of my environment, basically. You know what I'm saying? And to break that down, that's just you see, and you want to be what you see. You know what I'm saying? So when you see the neighborhood drug dealers on the corner, and they got the fat chains, they got the cars, they got the women, you know what I'm saying? They got everything that and you just looking like, damn, I want that. That's what I want. You know what I'm saying? That's what kids dream about. You know what I'm saying? The material life. But what people don't know is the consequences you gotta go to get that. They don't teach you that. So when you go into the streets and you really start indulging in street activity, it's a lot of trials and tribulations you gotta go through to get that. You might have to go to prison for 5 years, or you might have to take a bullet or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, and sometimes, and I'm not saying it's the wrong way, sometimes taking a bullet can be something where a person, not even a lesson learned, is like somebody take a bullet and it makes them tougher than they was before they took the bullet, because they start to feel like they unstoppable. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, they kind of glorify that.
Like we was talking earlier before we started our show, we was talking about, you know, as far as like when people take bullets or they get shot, they want to announce it all over social media and things like that. And to me, like,
you know, sometimes
as a woman, I'm like, well, why are you announcing that? You should be thanking God that it wasn't, you know, deadly.
And it was I know everybody's seen the movie Paid in Full, and if you look at Paid in Full, once AZ took that bullet, and he said, I'm not hustling no more. You know what I mean? He wanted to give it up. You know what I mean? But you know, a lot of times today, you know what I'm saying, we got the you know, you have rappers like I would say, just to name a few, like Tupac or Biggie. I mean, not Biggie, excuse me, Tupac or 50 Cent that took shots. And after Tupac took them shots, it was like he thought he was untouchable. 50 Cent took shots too and really talked about him taking shots. You know what I mean? So,
can I ask you a question? How many shots did Tupac, how many times he got shot? Sorry.
The first time I think he got shot 5 times.
Wow. And then he was able to survive that.
He was able to survive that. And I think the last time he got shot, I'm not sure.
That was his
death. That was the time he passed away. Rest in peace to Tupac.
Absolutely, rest in peace. And then what about
50 Cent, I think he took about 5 or 7 shots, something
And
like
he's
that.
still living, huh?
And he still survived. You know what I mean? So, you know, he got shot in front of his grandmother's house. You know what I'm saying? And
his hood.
his hood.
Where he grew up at.
Where he grew up at.
Wow.
Absolutely. I mean, it happens to everybody. So you know, you really can't walk out here and think you can't get touched.
That's true. That's true. I love the topic. You doing? Yeah, I love it. I love it. Oh, this is one that we really is like me and Gotti been like on this topic for maybe like the last 3 days. Um, you know, we just, as you know, he's a rapper. Brothers Keeper Empire. Please go subscribe to that channel. You're gonna love the music. Family First Goddy. Y'all would definitely love the music. We really been focused on Mo 3 that was just killed in Dallas on 35. Wednesday, what was that, 4 days ago? Yeah, today's
3 days ago.
3 days ago. Excuse me, I'm sorry about that. And then Boosie came yesterday for the balloon release, for Mo 3 downtown Dallas in front of City Hall. And as today we found out, around 11 or 12 o'clock, he was on Route 12 at Big T's. Big T's and in his Sprinter van, correct. Which was supposed to be bulletproof, correct? If that's what they're saying, you know,
that's what they're saying.
That's what they're saying. But you know, of course, we try to speak facts, but we do know that he did get shot in his leg.
Yeah, he did get Boosie did get shot in the leg. I mean, again, when you talk about beef, and I really think it should be handled in a different way. I mean, it's too many rappers, you know, like on the first episode we did, you know, you kind of go, being a rapper, death wish, you know what I mean? And it's almost to the point where, you know, they has to put that in your contract. When you sign your contract, they should be telling you, like, you know, it's a possibility that, you know, in 5 to 10 years you can get killed. You know what I mean? Because that's what's happening. And it's crazy because you know, I'm not really speculating and saying what's going on, but it's crazy how Mo 3 got killed on Wednesday, and he was signed to Boosie. Boosie comes to Dallas and he gets shot. So, I mean, I'm not speculating. I'm not saying nothing. Nobody did nothing. But it's just, that's a crazy coincidence right there.
Can I ask you a question? When you say contract, even because you know, like back in the day, like, you know, we always talk about rap and stuff like that. So you back in the day, remember it used to be like they used to have what is it called? They used to be signed to somebody, right? Nowadays people
record company,
right? But now people are not signed to anybody. People doing their own thing. So is it still a contract when you do your own thing?
No, it's really not a contract because a lot of people are doing things independently, and independent is the way to go right now in this era because of the streaming, and you know, you really don't need a record company right now. You know what I mean? Everybody is doing things independent. You know what I'm saying? So there's really not no contracts, but it's just a figure of speech where I say, you know, it should be something saying that, you know, if you become a rapper, that it's almost like you sign a death certificate. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, a lot of rappers, especially a lot of young rappers, is getting killed before they even hit 30.
That's true.
You know what I mean? So it's almost like, hey, you know what I mean? Do I want to be a rapper? You know, I might get rich, make a lot of money, but it's not a guarantee I'm gonna live past 30. You know what I mean? So that's almost how you gotta look at it.
So, we're gonna get ready to end this show, but I do wanna ask Gotti, is there anything that you can tell the new artists coming up, rappers? You know, the old school is kind of still on that knowledge, understanding. You kind of spit things that mean something. Not saying that the younger don't, because they give the people what they want to hear. But is there anything out there that you can kind of tell the younger rappers that's here or in the same city to keep going? What could you tell them? Because, you know, on the level that you on now.
I mean, like, basically what what you can kind of tell them is like, I mean, make your money, you know, um, keep making great music and stay out the bullshit. You know what I mean? Stay out the bullshit. You know what I mean? I mean, a lot of you once you become successful, it's almost like a athlete or anything of that nature. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times, a lot of us come from the ghetto. You know what I'm saying? We come from the ghetto, and everybody have dreams of being millionaires and being successful. You know what I'm saying? But it's like once you reach that plateau and you reach your goal, like why keep indulging in the bullshit? You know what I'm saying? You work to be successful and you become successful, but you still want to go back to the same shit that you was dealing with before you became successful, which is almost like you hustling backwards. You know what I mean? So that's the only thing, like, just stay out the bullshit.
Right. So, I want to thank y'all guys again. Please comment.
Comment, leave questions, subscribe to the channel. Like I said, we're doing something different now. We'll be doing streaming now, podcast.
Y'all get to see who we are.
Absolutely, you know what I mean? So, we
25 years
we definitely
together.
gonna do more episodes. We're gonna keep y'all on, multiple topics, current events, past events. You know what I'm saying? We just gonna do Violence of America different. And just tune in. This is episode 2. Many more to come.
Many more to come. Y'all guys be blessed, be safe, and again, as he said, comment, and we got more to come for y'all.
Absolutely. And one more thing before we go. Make sure y'all subscribe to the Brothers Keeper channel, Brothers Keeper Empire on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? We got the Goddy album out right now. Make sure y'all check that out. We got the clothing line still popping off.
BKE Clothing on
BKE
Instagram.
Clothing. Absolutely. And we got another project coming out pretty soon, Body Boys. You know what I mean? So stay tuned. Peace.
Go listen to the music. Bye.